Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends, I'm Shulazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you a really cool card trick, and it's a mentalism card trick, and it's also very easy to do because this is a self-working card trick as well as it does not require any kind of setup. And for all these reasons, this is one of my favorite card tricks and I do it every time I get a chance to do this card trick. You can use your own deck of cards or you can borrow a deck of cards for this card trick because it doesn't really matter which deck of cards you use. It can be done with any deck of cards. So without any further ado, let's first jump into the performance of this card trick, then we are going to know how this card trick is done.
I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Okay guys, this is how the card trick looks like. Now for doing this card trick, you don't need this entire deck of cards. You just need 10 random playing cards, and random because this is a no setup card trick. For that reason, you just need 10 random playing cards, and I'm going to select those playing cards from this deck. So 2 from here, 3 from here, 1 from here, 2 more from here, 1 from here, and let's say 1 from here. So let's check if there are 10 cards or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 cards, so we don't need this anymore. Now at this point, I'm just going to take this playing card and give it to my spectator, ask him or her to shuffle as many times as they want, and they can shuffle as many times as they want. After that, they are going to select a random playing card from this pack and they are going to just see it. So let's say the spectator selects this playing card, and I'm actually going to turn my head away from the camera so that I can't see the playing card. So make sure you just remember this playing card, alright, and then just keep it in your mind until and unless the trick is over. Now I'm just going to ask the spectator to take this card and put it back on the top of the pack. Then think of any number between 2 and 9, and they're just going to take that many cards and put them to the bottom of the deck just like this. So let's say they have thought of the number 4, okay? So they're going to put 4 cards one at a time on the bottom of the pack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, alright? 4 cards. Now after they have done that, they are just going to hand it back to me. I'm going to take these cards and I'll try to figure their card out, okay? So I'll just try to figure their card out like this. No. I actually can't sense their card. But let's try this way. No, I can't actually feel in which pack their card is. So I'm going to give it back to them, and I'm actually going to ask them to do the first step that they did, that is putting down the cards to the bottom of the pack. And this time they're going to put one more card as they did in the first one. For example, if they have put 2 cards in the first time, then they are actually going to put 3 cards to the bottom of the pack. Now we know that they have actually put 4 cards, so this time they are going to put 5 cards, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So they have put 5 cards. Now I'm going to take this pack back and then I'm going to spread it just like this, okay? Cleanly like this. Now I'm going to ask my spectator to think of the word stop as I point to their card, okay? So I'm going to start pointing and you're going to think of the word stop as I point on your card, alright? Just think of the word stop whenever necessary. This one, I think this is your card because I sense that you thought of the word stop on this card. So I think this is the card that you're thinking of and this was your selection, right? So let's see how you can actually do this card trick. Alright guys, here is the tutorial for this card trick. Now for doing this card trick, you actually need 10 random playing cards, okay? It really doesn't matter which playing cards you're taking because the values of the playing card doesn't really matter. It's a self-working card trick. And you're just going to take 10 random playing cards. And for this trick, I've actually switched this card with a blue deck so that you can understand this trick very well, okay? So at this point, what you're going to do is you're just going to have this 10 playing cards, and this one would also be a red one, but I've kept this just for your understanding. So you are going to have these 10 cards, and you're just going to ask your spectator to shuffle, and they're going to shuffle as many times as they want to, because it doesn't really matter, the order doesn't really matter. So let's say they keep on shuffling just like this, just as many times as they want to, and then they are going to select a random playing card. Okay, and for this case, since I've replaced this card so that you can understand, I'm just going to select this one as a random card, and after they have selected this card, they are just going to see it and keep it on the top of this other 9 cards. And this is very important, because this is where you're going to actually do this trick. So if they keep this card back on the top of the other 9 cards, then the trick is well and good, because this is the point that you need them to keep their cards. So you're just going to ask them to take that card and put it and turn it over on the top of the other cards. Okay, just keep it on the top of the rest of the pack, and after they have done that, ask them to think any number between 2 and 9. Okay, don't ask them to think of any number between 1 and 10, because that is really the two extreme points. And since in the second time you have to ask them to count one more card than what is actually they have thought of in the previous one, so if they think of the number 10, they have to count 11 cards, and which means they have to count one more card extra to the bottom. So you don't need to go into that kind of complexity, right? So for that reason, just ask them to think of any number between 2 and 9, and as they think of that number, you're just going to turn your back. You don't actually really need to know what number they're thinking of. So let's say they think of the number 4, you're going to ask them to take one card at a time and put them to the bottom of the pack, and put that many cards to the bottom that the number they have thought of. So let's say if they have thought of the number 3, they are going to put down 3 cards to the bottom of the pack, one at a time. So 1, 2 and 3, and after that you're just going to take this pack back, and you're just going to try to sense their card. And while you're doing while you have actually taken that pack back and you're trying to sense that card, you're going to do 2 things. First is reversing the entire order of this card, and you're just going to do that by telling your spectator that I'm sensing your card, and as you sense their card, you're just going to put one card just like this, and as you do that, you can see that the order of the cards are getting reversed. So this is the first card, and this is going to the bottom. Second card is going to the second position from the bottom. Just like that, you're just going to reverse the position just like this while you are just acting to sense their card. And after doing all this stuff, then you're just going to say that you couldn't sense their card. Then you need to divide this card into 2 equal packs. That means 5 cards on your right hand and 5 cards on your left hand, and you're just going to push 3 cards and 2 cards just like this, and you're just going to spread this card just like this. So this is the top part and this is the bottom part, and you're just going to just going to tell to your spectator that you're sensing their card, trying to sense in which pack their card is. And then again you're going to say that you can't sense their card because they need to do that first step one more time. And as you say that, what you're going to do is you're going to take this top packet and put it to the bottom of this 5 cards. Alright, and then you're going to ask them to do the first step again, that is putting down as many cards as the number they have thought of, and this time they're going to keep one extra card, alright, than the first one. So in the first one they have thought of the number 3, so this time 3 plus 1 will be equal to 4, so they're going to keep 4 cards to the bottom, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And at this point you're going to take this pack back, and their card will be in the 4th position from the top. Just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're actually going to know what card they have selected. And this is the main secret. This is how you're going to know what card they have selected. And when you're just going to spread the cards just like this, this is the top card and this is the bottom card. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to know that this is their selection. Now you're just going to make any kind of gestures that think of the word stop while I point my finger at your card, okay? While I move my finger and when I point at your card, think of the word stop. and they will actually do that in their mind. So when you point your finger at their card, you're going to stop, because you don't need to know even if they're thinking of or not. But they will be shocked, because they will think that you have some magical powers in your hand or in your brain, for which by which you're actually able to know that this is their card. You can actually sense their card, and this is how you can find their card, and this is how this card trick actually works. So if you want to see the entire thing again, just go back to the performance or to the beginning of the tutorial, because otherwise this video would be long. So that's it for today's tutorial, and that's how the card trick is done. That's it. So I hope you enjoy learning this amazing card trick. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @Shoel_Zari. Also, if you have any questions, you can use the comment section for that, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is a pretty savage channel. I post funny videos over there, and the link to that channel will be given right in the description box as well as in the cards. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button of this channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace!